Alrighty then. Well, hey there, everybody. How's it going? Beargunson here with the Beargunson podcast, and in a different location. Oh, hey there, Rose. How's it going there? How you doing?
Good. I am like when I sit down, I go through your seat, so I'm
Yeah.
a second.
You know,
Where's my
I know these benches have little gaps in there, but I didn't realize that you would be able to fit through them. You know?
Yep, looks like it.
And no worries, it happens. You know how they say, it's dangerous sitting on park benches nowadays. You might fall through the
Okay,
gaps.
where am I at?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right here.
No, I mean like I need to figure out where I'm at in my play space so I make sure I can get a controller plugged up again.
No worries. Gotcha. Actually, let me get my chair back a little bit. Whoops. Gotta sit back just a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. You might have to mess with your play space for a bit. That's what I did. I forget that these benches have colliders. Oh, almost there.
Where is the?
You think got like maybe about a good foot or about a foot and a half left.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I don't really know my OVR very well, so.
Hey, no worries. Take your time. But anyways, today is the 40th episode. Never thought that we'd ever get this far into the podcast. Normally, I do this every week, or actually, I should say every weekend. Sundays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But with the new job and all that, my schedule's been kind of busy, so I haven't really been able to do the podcast as of lately until today, or tonight, actually. But no worries, I should be able to continue on with the Sunday night podcast for the most part, unless I pick up a shift or get scheduled for a Sunday. Next Sunday I won't be able to do the podcast. Well, maybe I will. Maybe. I'm going to be going to Tennessee to MTAC.
I'm just going to sit here.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, the camera's just facing forward, so it's perfectly fine. Oh, no, you're good. But anyways, how you doing? Huh? How's your weekend been going so far?
Let's see. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't even remember what I've done this weekend. I went and hung out with my brother today.
Ooh.
Sadly, my sister-in-law's family cat that she's had for like 15 years passed away the other day.
Sorry to hear that.
I went and did some interesting stuff at drinking night with Turbo.
Oh, nice.
Found out we found this compatibility thing.
Oh yeah.
Kai and Kix used it, and they were 100% compatible.
Oh man, Kai and Kix, huh? Hey, that makes sense though. That does make sense. Kai and Kix are like one. They're like, they're one with each other.
Then when I finally joined, they had me do it with Turbo. We're 3% compatible. That's hilarious.
Did you say 3%?
And then it's like, oh, let's do it with, and then they're like, oh, let's see what you were like with Kai. So we did it with Kai. I'm 92% compatible.
92% with Kai. Interesting.
Kai's compatible with like everybody.
I mean, hey, Kai's a great guy, Can't knock him.
And then I was like 32% compatible with Katie.
What about Kyra? Did you try Kyra yet?
Kyra wasn't there.
Yeah, Kyra wasn't having much luck other than himself, with the compatibility we were doing. Funny thing, so like talking about the compatibility thing over there in the drinking night world. So we were trying it with everyone. There was one person similar to Kai, but like where he would be compatible with just about everyone, but he didn't get up to like the 90 range. He was like about 60 to 70%. And then we tried getting Kairu and Turbo together on the compatibility test, but sadly they only got a 14%. It's like, damn, that ship ain't gonna be sailing, right? But funny thing, so at the time, Raven and I beat everyone by getting 95% on the compatibility.
Now Kai and
Kix, yeah, they beat everyone with 100%. I don't even think you can beat that. I mean, maybe if you get if you break the compatibility meter, maybe that's a guaranteed win. Or it means like I don't know, maybe we suck at it. But yeah, sounds like fun. You know, especially since the drinking night world has been made Quest compatible now. Definitely
Yeah.
a lot more opportunities to get people to join in and explore the world. One thing I will say though that's kind of sad is that remember how they had a bar. I mean, it's still there where the compatibility thing is at, but they got rid of the whole shelves and the bottles and all that. And remember how there used to be like a secret room right on top where you could just teleport to?
Vaguely. I only like it's been a really long time since I'd been to drinking night.
Mm.
I'd only ever really went there with Kyrie most of the time whenever he'd go hang out with Indiana Bones
Yeah.
and the
You know,
rest of them.
Indiana Bones was there too the last time we went.
Hmm. Yeah, him.
Oh, yeah, you
him
were
and I
there,
think,
right?
yeah, him and I think Halo-chan both
Halo
joined.
Chan. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I remember that because I mean I've been there before I met you guys in Streamcation. Like the first group that I hung out with a lot, we used to go there quite a bit, as well as like Town of Salem and a few other worlds. But definitely, Drinking Night's got a lot of memories. But seeing all the little changes, and then it looks like they're planning on making a game show room in the way back. I don't know if you saw that yet.
I think I might. I think I did because I had to. When we were playing Truth or Dare, it was like it dared me to kiss everybody that was playing. Um, and for how many people I don't kiss, I have to drink. And I
Mm.
had to chase Kicks all over
Jeez.
the freaking place. I had to chase Kai a little bit, but I'm like, dude, just
Yeah.
hold still and give me your hand. It didn't say where I had to kiss you. Just give me your
Right.
freaking hand.
Oh man.
Nah, Kicks, he just ran all over the freaking place. Oh,
I
and my
can only
controller just got
imagine.
uncharged.
Oh no. Yeah, get
So
that
I
sucker charged
plugged.
up.
Where is that cord at? I've lost it already. So I'll move my seat up a little bit. Okay, there's the cord. It's not a very long cord, that's the sad thing. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. I mean that happens. I know, like even like whenever I need to charge, sometimes the cables aren't long enough, so that's why I bought like these 10-foot cables just in case.
Yeah, see, when I got my 5 used, so I didn't get any charging cables. I had to use ones I already owned.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's. I know. I hated that the cables that they give you aren't really long. I mean, the ones that they give, I think, what are like about a foot. I think for the Vive.
I don't know. I just know occasionally I use my PlayStation my PlayStation controller's charger because it's really long.
Oh yeah, PlayStation controller cables are great.
But right now I'm not using it. I'm using like an old phone charger.
I know that's pretty much what a lot of these are, especially the Vive, which is weird because you know a lot of new devices now. Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. My thing came unplugged again.
Oh, sheesh.
That's gonna happen a lot.
You know what you should do? You should probably like get it like a long enough slack of the cable and then wrap it in the hole and then back around and then have it plugged in.
Duct tape around here somewhere. I could just
duct tape. Just tape it on your controller or like to your wrist. Just make sure it doesn't fall off.
Just gonna hold the end of my controller and keep it in.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't need to rotate.
Yeah, hopefully not. But you know what I was gonna say? It's weird. So like with the newer devices now, like mostly Android devices, stuff like that, they use the USB was it the USB-C cables, right? But with Vive, even like the ones I got now, they're still making the Vive controllers, but they're still using the micro USB cables to charge them.
At least the new trackers use the USB-C.
Oh, do they? I mean, that's yeah. Nice. I guess that could be a good perk, but I don't think it's worth the money, at least in my opinion.
I have way too many USB-C charger cables.
I mean, they're great though. I mean, you can't knock them. I mean, they're a lot better compared to the USB, the micro USB cables, like by far. You know, like at least for me, I never had any issues with the tips bending out or breaking. At least not yet. But I mean, I even accidentally yanked a couple of the cables, and I mean, they're still fine and working perfectly normal. and I never
I'm
had
trying
any
to
issues.
see how you don't actually have to like. It's like, oh well, I put it in upside down. Oh, it's fine. It goes in upside
Right?
down.
Yeah, you
Any
can put
other
it in
one,
either
you
way.
can't. Any other one is just like you got to make sure. So like when you're sleeping, like when you're like asleep. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug this. It's at 1 bar. It'll be fine. Uh, um, but if it starts going dead, I'll plug it up again.
Okay.
But like if you're like in your room at night and it's dark, you go to like plug in your and you need to plug in your phone, you just shove it in there. It's fine. You don't have to make sure
Right.
it's you don't have to use any light to make sure it's in there properly.
Oh yeah, that's a nice part. And honestly, I wished a lot more developers, like tech developers, would utilize the USB-C cables more often. I mean, of course, the majority of them are moving over to the Type C, but there's still manufacturers that are producing products that still require the good old unreliable micro USB cable, which kind of
Yeah, and then of
sucks.
course you have like iPhones that will not use a new charger whatsoever. It's just like,
Mm-mm.
no, you got to get our charger.
Yep, lightning adapters and all that. I mean, lightning's not too bad. I mean, I when I had an iPhone, I mean, I still got mine, but I don't. It's no longer usable. But whenever I used it, I mean, the lightning cables were never. It's like same thing like the USB-C type, cables. I mean, they're equally durable. I've never had any issues. Well, actually, you know what? I will take that back. There was maybe one or two cables where I think they might have shorted out inside the cable itself. But as far as like the part where you actually plug it in, those are pretty durable, like the USB C. But I feel like the USB Cs are a little thicker, so they probably last a little longer compared to the Lightning cables. But definitely, I think I mean I really hope that micro USB cables completely like vanish off the market. you know, that's
I
like
have a
my
feeling they won't.
yeah. They'll probably find some use for it. Like at my work, most of the devices at the station were for the phones and all that were micro USBs, and almost every cable that I could find was bent. You know how like a lot of times they're either bending outward and facing down, and so you have to pretty much hold it in there in a certain position to get it to charge. I hated that, and I'm like, fuck, like why can't we get something better quality than this? But
Yeah,
fortunately, though, they are
I had
switching
one
over.
charger that I used for like really long time. That was a
Yeah.
micro USB, and like it lasted for a good while until like I probably had that one for like probably like 5 years or so. And then it finally
Mm.
like I went to put it in my like I had it in my phone and I went to take it out and like the whole thing like broke off.
Oh
Luckily it
damn.
did not break off in my phone. Like as soon as I pulled it out, it's just like poop. I'm like, wait, but
Well,
how?
there it goes.
It's like why did you fall off? I don't understand.
Yeah. I know like with the Vive controllers, like the cables can pop off pretty easily. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly how the
Sorry,
index knuckles work.
my
Oh,
cable was under my seat and I'm like, that's not right.
oh okay.
It's like I'm gonna break my new cable.
Shit. Yeah, I know. Like with the main cable on my headset, sometimes it gets tucked behind me on my chair. Sometimes, and even when I move it over, sometimes it just like sneaks its way down. I'm like, sheesh, get the fuck out of underneath the seat.
It's like I finally replaced this one because like I'm like, okay, my head's it's not coming on anymore. I think it's time to get a new cable.
Yeah, it's with the cables. I mean, sure they can probably make something better quality, a little thicker, insulation and all that. But of course, for marketing purposes, they're probably not going to go that route and go the cheapest way so you can keep on buying and buying more. But have you ever tried the Valve Index controllers before or no?
No.
I haven't either. I mean, I hear they're pretty good though. Of course, Turbo being one of the ones that has the knuckles, and then I think Cairo has them too, right?
Yeah, and Kai. If
Oh,
I
and
remember right.
Kai. Oh, that's right, because he's been using it with his Rift S, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I know that I want to replace who are they at? Okay, there's one base station over there and one base station over. I want to replace my 1.0s with 2.0s.
2.0s are pretty good. I will say like
But
with. Oh, go ahead.
sadly, with my headset, because I tried to have 3 base stations
Hmm.
set up. Well, since mine is like the old school Vive, like one of the originals,
Right.
it will only go with 2 base stations. You can't have a third.
Oh, I see. Damn.
But it's okay because once I get in touch with Kairu, I'm going to get his address, send him this one, and if it works, he'll buy it off me.
Okay, nice. I mean, 2.0s, like I said, like 2.0s are worth it. I have 2.0s. I mean, they came with the headset that I got. Um, but yeah, they're definitely worth it because they have a little bit more range compared to the 1.0s. Like with the 1.0s, since they're like that boxy shape and just flat in the front, they only track forward. But with the 2.0s, they have like almost like a I guess you could call it a half moon kind of shape, almost half
Yeah, I
dome.
know.
So yeah, you've seen it before, and so like it has a better angle.
They're
Like it
just
has
more
more.
expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to find another one because I was gonna get a third one. So far, the ones I found, I mean, on Amazon at least, I think they're like around 200 for 2.0s.
Yeah, so
But
I just may have to wait till like next year around tax season again and do my
mm,
taxes and be like, okay.
yeah, yeah, I get you there. Um, Also, you can actually sit a little closer if you want. I mean, I ain't gonna bite. You
Oh no,
know,
it's
thing
this.
oh, yeah, I mean, social distancing here now. You know, this COVID season's kind of dying down a bit over here.
There we go.
There you
I'm just
go.
gonna be sitting in front of the seat a little bit.
Yeah. No, you go. I
Okay,
mean,
like please
you can't
stay
even
where you
tell on
need
the
to be.
camera. Like from the camera, it looks like you're perfectly fine. So you're good.
For some reason, this one foot just is like going out forwards, and I don't.
I mean, I
I
noticed that
don't
a
know why.
lot. Like,
Cause like my trackers are on my ankles, but no, this one's just like.
yeah, I mean, look at this. Like, look at my foot right here. Like, you can see, like, whenever I bend down, it does face that way too. So I think it's just the way that the rigs are normally set up. Like with, especially with full body. I mean, you're not. I guess technically, kind of are having foot tracking, but not really because you're just moving both your
Well,
feet and your leg at the same time.
whenever I originally started, I actually put it on my foot,
Hmm.
but then whenever because of it, I was wearing socks with my trackers and stuff. So
Okay.
the one time when I went to kick turbo the first time, I ended up slipping on my floor and I fell.
Ooh.
So I'm like, okay, I guess they're going on my ankles now.
Yeah.
Turbo is just like karma, and I'm just like, whatever. I got you like 5 times before I fell.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I've tried using them on my ankles. The only thing I didn't like about it, I mean, the good perks is I say like when you're stepping down, like you see how right now how my leg twitches a bit when I step down,
Mhm.
and it's mostly because the tracker bounces like it's on my foot. But when it's on your ankle, I mean, it'll reduce that like sort of. But then the other issue there is like, say if you're trying to do like squats and all that, or like do little like dances or whatever. Sometimes like when you're bending down, your foot will slide back, um, because like the way your ankle IRL will start moving as you're bending downward, like it'll move the feet back, which makes it look kind of wonky. IMO, but
This leg's just wonky as is. It's
yeah,
fine. It's
yeah.
probably just my tracker. Like not my
Yeah.
tracker, but my base stations.
I mean, like I said, like if you look at my foot is pretty much doing almost the same thing, especially when I go to bend it. But I mean, I guess it depends on the angle you're looking at it, but like
Eh.
on the camera, you could tell like it's kind of going sideways a bit. I mean, it's not actually going straight.
It's all good. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I mean, it's just little minor details. I mean, pretty sure. I mean, eventually over time, like the more advanced means that the full body tracking will get and the rigs will get improved, the better the outcome will be.
I just know the other day whenever we were on, and I thought Turbo wasn't having this issue until he like mentioned it at the end. Cause like
Hmm.
I noticed his hip was like going forwards and stuff too, or just going sideways. And
Oh
like I
yeah.
was hovering, so and I couldn't figure out why. And then I'm like, okay, so he's having the same issues. He's hovering too. Okay, maybe it's just a VR chat issue. So that's why I messaged the supporters, and they're like, "Oh, just try to use the OVR advanced settings, or as a temporary fix, or
Hmm.
reset your play space." And I'm just like, I did both of those.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like the IK beta. For those who are on VRChat, I know I mentioned it before on one of the episodes with Turbo. That the VRChat devs came up with a beta that you can install for free. I mean, all of them are free, anyways, but you can use it live and join your friends whenever while having the beta enabled. And all it does is that it's supposed to be an improvement to the tracking. So, like for instance, like before in the past, whenever I would stretch my arms out, like I wouldn't be able to actually like stretch my arms out all the way like this. Like before, they would be kind of bentward, even though my arms in real life were stretched out all the way. But now, I mean, some people what they do is that they'll resize the arms to kind of fit to where your controllers are at. But the new IK beta pretty much takes away the need to do all that. And then the hips and everything too, like all that, everything's pretty much fine tuned for the most part. It's not perfect, but definitely it's pretty cool. And from what some say is that you should be able to use 10-point tracking with the IK beta, which I mean I don't really see the real need for 10-point tracking, but I could see how interesting that would turn out to be. But definitely worth checking it out, especially like if your avatar isn't perfectly in tuned, like with the for a rigging for full body, like just try the IK beta. And even like some of my avatars had the hip displacement, and the IK beta fixed those little issues and pretty much straightened it out automatically. And then you could also disable the feature and enable it in the game whenever you want. And then you could lock your hips or your head, or you could lock both. I think the part where you lock both the head and hips or the neck and hips, I believe it was for like specific uses, like for certain avatars. I don't remember exactly what it was. I saw the video like a month or two ago when it first came out. But yeah, definitely, I would recommend trying it out. And compare so you can compare the differences between the beta experience without and without.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I get off here tonight, I will try to remember.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do for the PC, it's only for PC too. Of course, for full body, you just go to your Steam. Go to betas from
Let's
your
say,
preferences and all that. Then
I think I'm good on the PC with full body.
yeah, like I mean, from what I hear, there are some development on a Quest full body that's supposed to be meant for Quest, which is interesting. I don't know too much about it. I didn't really look a whole lot into it. I've only heard about it,
Yeah,
but
I think a friend was telling me about it. They said it's like it was either called Slime VR or it's similar to Slime VR.
similar to Slime, yeah. Because I know Slime VR deals with Steam VR, but I think Slime is the one where you don't need base stations, or I think, or it's one of the other
I
ones.
just know Pistachio was telling me about
Pistachio. Oh, okay, nice.
it. Even though she's technically PC now because she is using virtual desktop.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Also, hello, Raven and Katie. How's it going? Thanks for popping in to the podcast live stream. Hope y'all are having a good weekend and a good night. But, yeah,
I
but
keep staring at all the pictures.
oh, these pictures here, yeah, yeah. I know this one. I think this is the one world where I put the most photos in. A lot of good old memories too. Like here, let me see. Let me pop the camera over. Let me see. Let me get that one. Let me see there. So we got a few from old time groups. I think that was like the AWMC. It's supposed to be like a Marine Corps role play group with people who are into waifus and all this. I think it's like Allied Waifu Marine Corps, something like that. Pretty chill group. But a lot of time and dedication needed for them. Also, this right here was with one of my friends here. Another one, more friends, same thing. Cursed avatars from another world and some other stuff there, and statue and chandelier and all that good stuff. Oh, and then also a whoops, shit, fireplace and more pictures. Actually, that one right there is the first. I think the first time I ever hung out with you guys, streamcation. The one in the corner there. See, let me see if I can actually zoom in.
I don't think I'm in that one.
Yeah, so like, so you got, I think it's Indiana Bones right there, and then you got Petri, Turbo, and then I'm like somewhere right there in the middle. I don't remember who else was in this photo. I know there's quite a few people there, but I don't remember exactly who. Oh, let me get
I
this.
really need to get a cushion for this stool.
Are you sitting on a stool right now?
Yeah, I bought this one at my work because that way, whenever I'd sit down, I wouldn't have like the chair blocking my hip tracker because I have this one on my side.
Hmm. Do you hold on one second? Do you prefer sitting on a stool over a regular chair, or is it just like something that it's kind of like the last minute choice of picking?
It was cheap at my work and it doesn't
Oh,
have a
okay.
back.
So do you like chairs without the backing on it?
Only whenever I'm in my full body.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I have my regular computer chair.
Hmm.
It's just my base stations cannot see where I have my hip tracker with a regular chair
Oh,
because I,
yeah.
I have it slightly on my back, but on the like back of my hip, not like on my
Hmm.
back, but close to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because the chair I have is like a basic gaming chair, and I got like how you're saying how like the back can block the trackers. And so that's why where I have the chair sitting, I make sure that I have to have the trackers pretty much like facing in the front side at all times because my hip tracker is facing the front. But yeah, and I get you. Also, yo, Kai, how's it going? Also, Katie says, "Ooh, the fireplace looks crazy." Yeah, I do have a button there to turn on sound effects. It's not very loud, though. I probably should have made it loud at the time.
If
And
Kai's in there now, we were just talking about you and how
yeah,
you guys are 100% compatible.
100%. Also, she said, "Oh, she said cozy, not crazy." Oh, cozy. Yeah. Do be kind of cozy too. Crazy and cozy. Also, got home from work. Was good. Yeah, not much, not much. Today's my day off of work. I don't work on Sundays for now, and I hope I never will. But hey, it is what it is if I do have to. But yeah, nothing crazy. What about you? What's good?
Well, like I've already mentioned my weekend so far, but I don't know. I have a message on my Facebook. It's probably from my sister. As
Hmm.
much as I love my sister, she drives me nuts.
You should turn that into like a T-shirt or a mug.
There's probably one already out there.
Yeah, you're right. Probably is. Oh, Kai says I'll be a full body thotty tomorrow since I got
He
3.0
just
Vive
bought his.
trackers.
He just bought his. He got his used, so he got his cheaper than mine.
Yeah. Oh, what the Vive trackers he got?
Yeah, he got the
Hmm.
newest ones like what I have, but I had to buy mine off the website.
Okay. Yeah, they're all
Because
like a.
every time I tried to buy 2.0s, like it was always like $100. Like it was always $100 more just to get the new ones, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna get the new ones. Like it's
Yeah.
just $100 more, and like I was gonna pay it all off at once, and then like I found out about PayPal credit. It's like
Oh yeah.
four easy payments of $112.69 or something like that. I'm like, yeah, 4 easy payments, heck yeah.
Right.
So I
I
get
mean,
mine so mine's completely paid off tomorrow.
okay.
What's today? No, Wednesday is when it's gonna be completely
Wednesday.
paid off.
Yeah, I got my last payment on the whole Vive set. I think next month. So I'm happy about that, and then I'm gonna save the rest to get another base station. I mean, I like the 2.0 trackers. I know like what the 3.0s are like significantly like smaller in size, right? Compared to the 2.0s. I
No,
think are they about the same size, you think?
because I've never really seen the 2.0s, so I can't really gauge
Oh,
it.
okay. So like with yours, like when you hold
I
them,
think they just have like a longer battery.
longer battery.
I
Yeah.
think that's just longer battery life. Like they fit in the palm of my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
So,
they're probably about the same size.
so I'm gonna have to be right back, Bear. I'm sorry.
All right, no worries. Yeah, you're kind of phasing out through existence. Oh, 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 there she goes.
Yeah, my controller's dying again. Let me charge it.
Yeah, no worries.
But I shall be right back.
Cool, cool. All right, then let's see here. Kai, you saying, okay, I already got 3 base stations, so you're saying, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're using them for the index knuckles. Then Katie says, my VR body will probably be stiff for a hot minute till I can get a PC and a new headset. Okay, nice. Yeah, definitely. Once you get your PC going, it's definitely you're gonna have a whole new experience hooking your Quest 2 to your PC. And then of course you can even eventually go for the full body tracking without even getting a new headset first. I mean, up to you, really. Are you using Quest 2 with new controllers? Yeah, I mean that's the way to go. I mean, Kai's been using the index controllers with his Rift S, I believe, right? For how long again? But yeah, definitely go for that. Take it like a piece at a time, especially with the index, because sadly with the index, you pretty much have to pay. If you want the whole set, you pretty much have to pay it in whole instead of through monthly payments. Like with the Vive Pro. I mean, I don't because you could probably find a good used Vive, the original one, on like OfferUp or something like that for a few hundred, full set and everything. Let's see, you bought it for $740. Nice, because I know if you buy it straight from the Steam website or the Steam store, I believe for the full set it's like about 1,000 or 1,200, something like that. And with the controllers, I think if I remember correctly, they were like about 200 each, I think, or under 200 each. It's been a while since I've chucked it, but I did want to go for the index originally, but with Vive and the new products, they offer monthly payments, which I thought was a lot of a better deal compared to the having to pay everything up front. And then sadly on the Steam store, I don't know if they've restocked the controllers as a pair, because I know you can buy the controllers by themselves on Steam, but last time I checked, they were sold out of that, the base stations, and I forgot what else that was sold separately. But you can buy the controllers individually and then get it like that. I mean, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they would put out of stock for having the controllers paired together, but then be able to sell them separately. It's kind of weird. I don't know what their marketing strategy is for that, but Katie says the Oculus is better than nothing. Yep, that is very true. I mean, especially the Quest 2, brilliant, better than the original Quest from what I understand. I've never used the original Quest before, but I have used the Quest 2, which I still have it. I use it very seldomly, so, but it's definitely really good, especially with PC VR. Definitely worth it. The only thing I didn't like about it was the fact that the battery still dies when you're using it on the PC, and even when the entire battery drains to the bottom, for some reason it doesn't stay on when you have it plugged into your PC. I mean, it would be nice if it did, but it doesn't. So, I mean, I guess you have to live with that part, but it should be good. I mean, at least it'll last you for a good, at least for me personally, having the Quest 2 plugged into the PC lasted a good maybe 6 to 8 hours, if not a little more. Because I mean, for the most part, I always used the Quest 2 on the PC like from like 6 p.m. till like midnight, and it lasted pretty good. Battery dies so fast. Yeah. So if you're using the Quest 2 by itself, thing dies really quick. That's why a lot of times I leave it plugged into the wall whenever I use it by itself. I need to get the backup charging thing. Yeah, definitely. Like I know, like with Turbo, he prefers using battery packs and then plugs them into his VR gear. I mean, I'm probably get into that later on, like buy a whole new strap system with battery packs built into the straps for the trackers. For the controllers, I really don't care too much about it because the battery life seems to last pretty long compared to the trackers. So, I mean, there's no issues there. I mean, you could get. Excuse me. I mean, you could pretty much get a good amount of time with your Vive controllers on like a 90% charge. Also, mine stays charged maybe for 3 hours. Damn, not a lot of time at best. Yeah, definitely you will notice a difference when you plug it into your PC. Definitely. Where is Rose? Yeah, Rose went AFK. Her controller died, I believe, and so.
Okay.
Oh, and she's back. Welcome back.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll need to recalibrate or not.
I don't think you will. Yeah, I think you should be fine. Because you just took off to get your controller charged or whatever. But yeah, you should be fine.
And I went and grabbed the water.
Nice.
So.
Oh man. Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about with Katie getting a new PC for her Quest 2 to be able to use PC VR, and we're talking about
cool.
prices or not so much on prices, but like pretty much what you can do with what limited resources. Oh, excuse me, I'm down. I'm starting to starting to yawn over. My bad. Night shifts. Night shifts are fun though. I'm not gonna lie. It's just getting used to a whole new schedule and all that. But yeah. So what got you into the Vive that you got now? Like, did you start off with the Vive or how did you start off with the VR?
When I started off on VR chat, it was because my friend had just got like their Vive had died, so they had just gotten a Valve Index, and they're like, "Hey, I want to try out this VR game called VR chat, but I don't want to do it alone. Will you come play with me?" And I'm like, sure, but I don't have a VR headset." He's like, "Oh well, don't worry, um, uh, you can play on desktop." I'm like, "Well, okay, then yeah, I'll come play with you." And of course, he's in the Streamcation Discord now. It's Velneffi.
Okay.
And so I started playing with him, and then but then he stopped playing for a little bit, and I was like, man, I don't really have much to do, so I just started looking for avatars and stuff. And I went to this one world that had like this little flying fox avatar.
Oh, I've seen those before. The little fluffy ball ones, right?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
had mine colored up. It was like cyan blue. It looked like a red panda. It was adorable.
Ooh, nice.
And then somebody had just dropped a random portal into Midnight Rooftop, and I'm like, why not? I'll go into this random portal. Maybe I'll make some new friends. So I made it into into that I went to that portal and made it into Midnight Rooftop, and I was just looking around. I'd made it out to like the main area where that little hot tub and stuff is, and I'm sitting there looking around on my desktop and stuff, and then I just have Turbo and Kairu come up to me, and this was back when Kairu was that yellow stick, that
Oh,
stick
yeah, with the whole like smiley emoji face. And yeah, I remember.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
back when he was that, and they come up to me and they're like, "Hey, we got a question for you," and I
I
just look up
remember.
at them. I'm like, "Okay," and they were like, "Do you prefer straight hair or
They're
curly hair?"
curly.
And they're like, and I was like, well, I prefer straight hair because I have naturally curly hair. And they had said, "Hey, dude," at first, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you're not a dude, you're a chick." So, I started hanging out with them, and that was also when Dev was still in the Discord.
I remember.
So I was hanging out with them, and then they decided they wanted to do Submerge 2, which was, of course, a PC only one.
Right.
And And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll join. And I followed them through the portal, so I did some merch too with them. Though, Dev and Kyrie accidentally sat in the same seat, so Kyrie was constantly like ahead of us. It was hilarious. And then after that, I'm like, well, hey, I kind of got to get off, but can I add you guys and become friends? They're like, yeah, you can add us, and you can even join our Discord. So I joined the Streamcation Discord and was hanging out with everybody, and just seeing everybody with their, being able to move their arms and stuff and whatnot. It made me really want to get VR. Um, so I had mentioned to my brother to help me keep an eye out for a VR headset, and my brother actually bought me the Vive because he found it
Nice.
one cheap.
Yeah.
And that's essentially my story of how I met Streamcation and how I got into VR.
Nice. It sounds like an awesome journey there. Yeah, I remember when Cairo and Turbo were coming with those questions: straight hair or curly hair. I was like, bro, good times. Oh man. Yeah, I wonder. We should probably do that like again sometime. Like, just get the group out there in VR chat, just start asking random people questions like that. See what happens. See what kind of
Like
answers we get.
the last one that I can remember that we did a question for that I remember, there's probably one that everyone else probably remembers instead. But it also involved hair, and it was if you preferred long hair or short hair.
Oh man. Let me guess. You prefer short?
Turbo was more for long, and then Kyrie was
Mm.
short. And I told I'm like, my answer to this at the moment is short hair because I just chopped all my hair off.
Yeah.
I'm like, because it's easier to wear wigs and stuff. But now I'm actually gonna grow my hair back out.
Oh, you are.
Cause like, yeah, cause like I don't really have a preference for it. It's just
Okay.
short hair is easier to manage, and you don't have to wear a wig cap whenever you go to put on a wig.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I buzz cut all the time. I tried letting my hair grow up before, but with the heat, in California and all that, I'm like, fuck. No, and like, it gets muggy too. Like, I hate having long hair. I mean, my hair never grew. I never allowed it to grow very long, anyways. But it was like more like real bushy and thick, and so I was like, nah, it's coming off.
yeah, that's the one bad thing about my hair is it is constantly thick. Like I don't have
Oh,
thin hair.
you really?
Like so when my
Sheesh.
hair grows out, it's very thick and it can get very curly.
Damn.
Well, actually, since I've straightened it, since I started straightening it a long time ago,
Yeah.
my hair has just naturally gotten to where it like stays straight most of the time,
Okay.
which was weird. But I think it could have been like all the weight eventually took hold.
Maybe so. Like, I know for me, like, I when I was a lot younger, my hair was curly growing up. But once I was getting more buzz cuts, like the more and more I kept getting them, the more my hair started to straighten out as it grew out. So I mean, that happens. But
So I remember like for the longest time like I wanted to have like side bangs and stuff. Cause like I thought those were like the coolest thing. Of course I was also going through like an emo phase. But there was this one hairdresser that I always went to because it was the one my aunt went to. So whenever she'd take me to, because my mom didn't always take me to get my hair done. Sometimes it was my aunt. So the hairdresser she always took me to, I'd be like, hey, this is how I want my hair cut, and like, okay, sure. And then they just cut my bangs straight across, always. And I'm like, that is not what I asked for. I'm like, I don't want to come here anymore. I'm like,
yeah.
you're just doing it wrong.
Have you ever decided to cut your own hair before?
No,
No. Would you ever plan on ever cutting your own hair?
no, not unless I went to a beauty college and stuff.
Oh, I see. But what if? But
If I
what
knew
if?
how to professionally.
But what if somebody showed it to you, like how to cut your own hair, free of charge? Like, say, even on YouTube, if they showed you how, would you do it?
Probably not.
Really?
See,
Well,
I have this nickname in my family called Danger Prone Daphne.
uh,
So
Oh man.
Of course, Kai, he probably won't trust me to straighten his hair again. I mean, I didn't burn him until I went to like. So essentially, I did not burn him with the hair straightener. When I burnt Kai, it was with his own hair because I went to flatten it down,
Like,
and it was still hot. He's like, "Ow, that's hot." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I put the hair straightener down, so I knew it wasn't the hair straightener.
oh my.
I was like, "Sorry." I'm like, "I just burnt you with your own hair. I am so sorry."
Bruh. He's like, oh hi Mark. Like, no, I didn't do it. Like, I didn't burn it. Oh man. I mean, I don't know. I've never messed with what's it called, those hair iron things before.
Hair straighteners.
Yeah, the hair straighteners. I mean, my sisters and my mom got one. Like growing up, they would always leave it on the counter and say, "Hey, don't touch it. It's burning right now." So I'm like, all right, cool.
He's like, "Don't touch that. It's hot. I
Yeah.
promise."
Even though it doesn't look hot and it's not sizzling like a like a frying pan, but it's hot. Like, all right.
Yeah, essentially, whenever with my hair straightener, once I'm done with it doesn't stay like straight open.
Okay.
I have this little it's not really a button. It's one of those like little push things. Oop, I just jumped.
It's like one, like
Anyway.
those the what do they call those little grabber things? How they have that little bar at the back where you could push it in or out to release it, like kind of like that.
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. It's just one of those little. Instead of a button, it's just you just slide it forwards and it locks the thing in place.
Okay.
My hair straightener had one of those, so I never had to worry about it being left out like open. It'd always like stay once I was done with it and had it turned off. I would push that little lever thing forwards and make sure like it would the flat iron was all stuck together still,
Mm,
and I wouldn't have to worry about anyone really burning themselves, at least not severely.
right. Oh man, I remember there's this videos. I don't know if it was a TikTok or an old YouTube video. But somebody put it in like a try not to laugh video. And so this girl was, I guess, was recording herself singing what was it, Sia that made that one song Chandelier, right? Is it Sia that made that song? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Sure, no.
Like chandelier.
Not a clue.
Okay, so basically this girl's singing the song, right? She's holding a hair straightener, burning hot, and then right when she's about to hit that hot course part, she grabs the inside of the iron to hold as a mic, and then realizes a moment later of the burning sensation that's in her hand at the moment, and just screams at the top of her lungs.
See, I kind of know what that chick's going through when it comes to like that
Oh
kind of
man.
because like so it was like one of the first time I was getting used to straightening my hair and stuff. So I was straightening my hair,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize what a hair straightener was. And instead of clamping my hair, I
Mm.
clamped the hell out of my ear.
Oh no.
Oh, it hurt so bad. And my sister's like, she's like, "Don't be a wimp." I'm like, "You don't understand." Then the next day when my sister actually saw how my ear looked, she's like, "Damn, okay, I know why you screamed now." She's
Oh
like, "That's
man.
worse than I thought." I'm like,
Yeah, definitely get that cool down.
She's like, I told her, I'm like, "Come here and let me crimp
Shit.
your ear."
Right. Oh man.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll show you how that felt.
Well,
Hey yo. Hey yo, is that a turbo?
I do believe.
Yo, Katie knows the song I'm talking about. Also, Katie says that about the turbo and Kyra asking random questions. She said that they randomly came up to her asking if she liked pineapple pizza. That's when that they started immediately judging them. Bro. Also, Turbo, are you under the sea?
Under the sea?
Yeah, you're something a little muffled there.
I'm sorry. I'm still wearing my armor right now.
Oh. The darkness rises.
How is that event?
Yeah.
The event was awesome. Hold
on. Yes, Turbo has become a stormtrooper.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? That should be better.
Sorry, I don't have Verizon.
I I couldn't resist.
I have AT&T. Sorry.
You guys should be able to hear me now. How
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that?
yeah. We can hear you now. Yeah.
All right, cool,
You're
cool.
fine.
Sorry, I had you on speaker before.
Oh,
No, yeah, I
okay.
just wanted to drop in. I'm in Times Square right now, so I couldn't make it
Sheesh. Yeah, no
overtime to get some
worries.
photos and stuff. But
Nice.
Nice.
how about congrats for the 40th episode today?
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But
Also, Raven says, "Welcome."
So
and then,
I have like one question for you, Turbo, because you said you were thinking about taking that Master Chief figure that I sent you. Did you actually manage to take that and or remember to take that and get it signed?
I did. I brought it. But unfortunately, I missed the first screening where everyone was there. Yeah, I was like a little bit late. Still had a good time, but I didn't meet that guy, so I was like, oh, it's all
you
good.
didn't meet the
I
guy.
didn't get to, but I did.
Shit.
Dude, I got some awesome photos, met some cool people, and like I
Nice.
said, now I'm in Times Square getting like a professional photo shoot.
Hey, nice.
Beryllium, you guys know Beryllium, so she's taking photos of me. And
Beryllium sounds familiar.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
Well, it sounds like you had a blast. And are you happy that you went? Like we told you that it was like.
Oh yeah, I'm really
thing.
happy I didn't skip out on it, to be honest. So.
Yeah, I mean,
awesome.
dude, glad it turned out so well.
Yeah. But how's everything on your guys' end? Everything good? Your weekend was good?
Yeah, not too shabby. My last work day was yesterday or today.
I was
actually.
gonna say, how was working overnight?
Overnight shifts aren't too bad actually. I mean, it's really smooth, less traffic, less heat.
Like I said, the part to be honest, I kind of like it. I just hate the part where you're home in the morning. That's the only part I hate. Like everyone's waking up, you're going to sleep.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything's cool. It's like like less crazy and all that.
Oh man, yeah. Yesterday we got held a standby for like about 3 hours or so, and so we didn't really get to do a whole lot. But
I hear you.
But no, it was nice. Got to know quite a few people, along the way, and really awesome.
Yeah. All right, dude. Yeah, I'm heading back now. I gotta take off the suit, and then I gotta go get my car and then head home. So if you guys are still on the podcast, I'll definitely join. If not, I'll definitely let you guys know and just hang out or whatever.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for the rest of the night after the podcast?
I mean, pretty much nothing really. I don't know. What do you plan on doing?
After
I'll
this,
on VC and probably jump on VRC with you guys or something.
Shit. All right, let's go.
After this,
you guys up.
My controllers probably need to charge. After this, I'm just gonna let those charge. Probably get back on VRC later, but
okay.
Play a little bit of Mabinogi.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yo, congrats again. 40th episode, guys.
40th episode, yes.
40th episode.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. We did it, y'all.
Yeah, 40, almost 10 more episodes to the 50th one.
50. Hell yeah. That's this year.
Yep, this year. Hell yeah. That's going to be great.
Like I said, I appreciate you having me. And, I wish I could be there in person or whatever, but.
Yeah, no worries.
I was like, I gotta get in there. So.
hey, congrats on the event.
I'll be home.
Good, Turbo. Like you barely ever miss any of them. So.
I'll post the pictures up and stuff. Good. So I'll see you guys soon, all right?
All right, see you, Turbo. Take care.
See you guys tonight. All right, bye.
Yeah. Woo. Nice. Also, Katie says, woo, 40th. Raven says, LOL, you read that wrong, Bear. She asked them, and they judged her. Oh, I see. Okay, now that makes sense.
They judged until Turbo finally tried it, and now he doesn't judge. He finally tried pineapple pizza, and he's like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought, but it's not something I'm gonna eat like all the time.
He's like, judged until proven innocent. Oh man, yeah. I don't know pineapple pizza. I'm not a big fan of pineapple on my pizza. I don't know. What about you? You a fan of pineapple? Yeah, but is it like your go-to?
See, I like pineapple and stuff, and I like how they use ham and whatnot. But my main go-to pizza is typically always pepperoni.
Same. I mean, if there's bacon on it, I mean, hey, give me that bacon. Gotta have some.
Yeah, if I can get bacon added to anything, I'm.
Right. Awesome shit there. Can't go wrong with bacon as long as you got a good cook for it.
That actually makes me think of that Adventure Time song. Making bacon pancakes, making
Oh,
bacon pancakes. Put some bacon.
making pancakes.
I loved that. I
Yeah,
loved that song.
Adventure Time was the shit. Back then. I mean, are they still making episodes for it?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I mean, I've heard that they're like continuing
And then I
regular
like
show
how
to
they
a certain
did that
extent.
gender bend one,
Which
and the gender bend how they made it Fiona and Kate instead, where it was the
what was
female Finn, and then instead of a dog or Jake, it
Oh,
was a cat.
yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah, I loved that one mainly because I loved Marshall Lee. I
Mm,
loved him so
yeah.
much.
Oh man, the nice little twist for Adventure Time. Yeah, those Adventure Time was awesome. Regular Show was another one that I really liked a lot. Whoa!
Wasn't there like I think it was maybe a YouTube one? I don't think it ever made it like anywhere else. That was also made by the people of Adventure Time.
Huh.
Where it was in space, and one of the characters was named Beth.
I don't think I've ever saw it. Definitely got to check it out.
Honestly, I don't remember what it's called now. I kind of want to
Yeah.
like look it up.
So what was your favorite Cartoon Network show? Back when a lot of the good stuff was actually playing.
Oh, that's a tough one. Cause see, I was born in 1994, so I got all the good ones like
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog,
Oh
Johnny
yeah.
Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, the original Scooby Doo.
I mean, if you want to add in Adult Swim stuff too, you can add that.
But let's see.
I mean, I know Robot Chicken was one of my favorites.
I'm gonna have to go with Pokemon
Pokemon.
as my favorite Cartoon Network one.
Huh.
Mainly because I was obsessed with Pikachu. But when it came to like Adult Swim, I would have to go with Bleach.
Bleach.
But
Okay.
then when it came to like Cartoon Network Swim, all like I really like Samurai Jack.
I don't think I've ever saw that one.
It was about the samurai who ended up getting sent to the future by this. I don't even know what the guy's name was anymore.
Huh. Interesting.
But like this demon thing is what that's what it essentially was, like a demon thing.
Yeah.
He came and like destroyed his village and stuff and like killed everybody. And he was like the
Sheesh.
sole survivor, and he ended up following this thing into the future, and then like his whole goal in the whole episode is to find this thing and kill it.
Yeah. Huh. Got to check it out and see if I can find anywhere that streams it. But
it was just called Samurai Jack. It was
Samurai
a really good
Jack.
one.
Nice. Like I say, I don't know. Have you ever watched Robot Chicken back then?
I did.
Did you ever like it?
Oh, it was hilarious. I mean, there were some things, of course, I didn't like, but
Yeah.
other than that, most of them I did.
Well, there was definitely a lot of dark humor in Robot Chicken for sure. Oh man, it was
Like back
stupid.
then, Back then, my humor wasn't as as dark as it is now. Like nowadays, anything that involves anything with Robot Chicken nowadays, I'd probably be like, "That's great, I love that."
Right.
I was like back then. I was an innocent little person. Like actually, before I pretty much met Streamcation, I used to be a very innocent person.
Yeah.
You
All
guys corrupted me.
every time something comes like making pancakes. But yeah, oh man, yeah, no, yeah. Streamcation, you join it.
That
Yeah, you're
guy's
getting
name is Wa or something like that. I don't know. I have to
wow.
Google this now.
Also,
I have to
oh, Katie says, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
That was a great one. Foster's Home for. I love Blue.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, that was also a good one.
Pinky and the Brain. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh hey there, Onyx. How's it going? Hope you're having a good weekend or a good night. How you doing? Yeah, we're talking about old Cartoon Network shows. They used to play on whether you're on the regular morning time shows or Adult Swim stuff. Which one was your favorite?
But I remember it was Taku.
Taku?
Yeah, Aku.
Aku. Huh.
Yeah, AKU. Aku.
Heyyoo. Aku. Okay. Interesting. There's
And he was
another.
like this tall black figure with the green mouth. red eyebrows and a beard.
Huh. Maybe if I saw a picture of it, I might recognize it. But one of my favorite parts. Oh yeah, did you ever watch Mad TV when it was still around?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they used to make fun of a whole lot of like movies, shows, and all that.
I'm pretty sure I did. Like, since it sounds familiar, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I did.
It's pretty much almost like SNL, but in animated form.
I remember like this really old show that me and my sister used to watch. I think it was like Daria or something like that.
Sounds familiar.
It was pretty interesting.
Hmm.
Essentially, like the main character was like this emo, like she wasn't quite emo, but she was emo. She was more like a punk kind of person, and like always had like her best friend like had black hair. She was emo.
Yeah.
She had brown hair and like glasses and stuff. It was great.
Also, Onyx says it's going okay. I just cut my foot on something by accident. Sheesh. Hey, hopefully it wasn't a bad cut, and just on the surface.
Hopefully you just need to slap a band-aid on that.
Yeah. There you go. You're cured. Super Jaw. Katie says I loved Mad TV. Yes, Mad TV was great.
As a kid, like anytime you skint your knee or anything, the moment a band-aid was applied, you were good.
Yep.
Everything was fine.
That was fine. Yep.
And of course, you always hated when that hydrogen peroxide came
out.
out.
Oh yeah.
You knew what that bottle was, and just like at first, the first time you ever saw it, it's like, oh, what's that? I don't know what that is. And then like, of course, my older sister was like, oh. It's like, good luck, and it's just like, what? Then it's like, I'm like, is that gonna hurt? Of course, they're like, no, it's fine. It'll be fine.
It's just gonna hurt a lot.
It's gonna sting a little bit, and then like,
yeah.
And then you put it on, and like there was this little video that I watched with a kid. Well, I mean, it wasn't a kid; it was a grown guy acting like a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Mother, I have fallen off my scooter and I need assistance." And she's like, "Oh no, look at your knee." And he's like. It's like the concrete was the victim. I am the victor. And then he's like, okay, I need to put this on there. It's like, oh, is it gonna hurt? No, it'll be fine. And then it's just like, okay, and like, okay, it's gonna hurt a little bit. And it's just like, oh, no, that's fine. It's like, oh, the flames of Hades come. Take 2 tokens and place them on my eyes. And it's like, oh, Timmy, don't be so dramatic. And then finally,
good old Timmy.
It's like, okay, do you want a SpongeBob Band-Aid or Avengers Band-Aid? SpongeBob Band-Aid. The moment the Band-Aid's applied, you're good. You're fine.
Yeah. Oh.
That little video is hilarious.
I gotta check that out sometime. Also, Onyx says it's bleeding a lot, but I think it'll be fine, or I'll be fine. Yeah. If it's bleeding a lot, definitely wash it. Apply pressure.
Apply pressure to it. That's gonna help a lot.
And if you got gauze, like a 4x4 or 2x4, or maybe at the time if you don't have any gauze at all, you just get like a clean paper towel, put pressure over it, and then wrap it up with some tape, and then go get that checked out. Because the last thing you want is to let it sit and then it gets infected. That's the last thing you want. But try to stop the bleeding. That's the main thing. Stop the bleeding first. Get it patched up, and then get out there. If you don't, like I said, if you don't have bandages or gauze, use whatever you can that's clean to stop the bleeding. And get that checked out. And also, how bad is that cut? I mean, obviously you're saying it's bleeding a lot, but I don't know how big the cut is because not there to actually see it, but yeah, definitely get that bleeding stopped. Oh man.
Yeah. In my lifetime, there's only been like 2 times where I'd hurt myself bad enough that I thought I was gonna have to stitches, but I never did. Knock on wood. So far, my brother's the only one that's ever like broke a bone or had to have stitches. Once again, knock on wood.
Oh.
There was a time my mom was at my neighbor's house, which was my cousin and my uncle. She was over there talking to him, and then like the phone had rung, and I was like, oh, I'll answer the phone. So I answered it, and they're like, hey, is such and such there? And I'm like, oh, okay, so it's for my mom. Give me a second, let me go get her. I hop on a bicycle. I'm like racing over there as fast as I can. I end up I ended up hitting some gravel, so I
Oh
slide
no.
and like I cut my knee open and stuff.
Oh.
And, like it was bad, like it was bleeding and stuff. I'm hurt.
Sheesh.
I limp over. I'm like, Mom, there's a phone call for you, and she's like, Oh my God, look at your knee. I'm like, oh, it's fine. It just hurts a little bit. And she's like, Yeah, we're gonna go doctor that. Come on. I'm like, Okay. Of course, I have my bike right next to me, just pushing it.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't have to have any stitches or anything.
That's
Just
good. Yeah.
a really big band-aid and stuff that wrapped
Yeah.
around me. Oh man, oh, it's Diamond. I'm like, who is requesting off me? And then I think it was my first. Is either my first Black Friday or tax-free weekend at my job.
Hmm.
And of course, like we don't like tax-free weekend. We actually do tax-free, but Black Friday we don't have any major sales.
Hmm.
So it's just we just get people that have already done their Black Friday shopping that come into us because they know we don't do Black Friday. Well,
Right.
I was like, this is back when I lived in a bigger city than what I live in now. Well, there was so many customers. I was walking back and forth. I had like this giant, we call it Z bars. I had this giant one behind me. So I'm rushing from different ones to put them up, and then I end up tripping over one of them and just cutting my leg open real bad.
Sheesh.
And like it hurt, it was bleeding and stuff. And I just grabbed some paper towels, put it on there. I'm like, hey, you, and they're like, yes, because I couldn't remember the name at the time. I was like, could you run and grab me some band-aids? So like, why? And I moved the paper towel slightly, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, give me a second. So she brings me like 7 band-aids. It took
Oh
all
man.
7. It took all 7 just to cover
Sheesh.
that thing. And
Yeah.
he's like, do you want me to get a manager? Do you need to go home? And I'm like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna make it through this shift. I'm like, we're getting paid holiday pay.
Yeah.
You guys need me. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it through. So I'm not that person that's gonna like go home just because like I've cut myself, even though I probably should have. Because I looked at the cut the next day and I'm like, oh, it's already scabbed over. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Onyx says that they have gauzes. One of their roommates is a nurse, and because they know they get injured a lot, it's from the top of my ankle to the middle of your foot. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, if it's really bleeding a lot, hopefully you didn't hit an artery. But yeah, definitely get that bleeding stopped with the gauze. And then if you got like roller gauze too, just like wrap your foot from like the bottom of your foot, wrap it to the ankle, and then back down again, and then just tie it, like get it tied into a knot above where the main, like the center of the cut is to put pressure on it. And
similar to what you would do if you like sprained your ankle.
Ankle, yeah,
use an ace
right.
bandage.
But instead of just having only the roller gauze, you want to put the regular, gauze, sterile gauze on top of the cut and then wrap it up. And if you don't have that, like I said, you can use tape, like sports bandage tape or athletic tape. Just wrap it same way, just as long as you're able to get that gauze to be put in place and have pressure on it. And if the bleeding still goes through, try putting another gauze on top of it, wrap it again, and if that doesn't work, then I would highly suggest you go to the doctors if the bleeding doesn't stop. I highly recommend that. Hopefully the first gauze will do the trick. The first time, and it doesn't get worse. That's my hopes for you. Sheesh.
Suddenly responding to Diamond, I use the like reply thing.
Yeah, I love that.
It's like I can't invite you right now. Just message me on Discord.
Yeah.
I'm like, that one works perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The whole replying back, and you could edit what you're saying too. I mean, it's perfect. I feel
one of these days I just need to edit it and says I can't invite in Bear's podcast.
Honestly, I wish that the VRChat devs would add a messenger feature to where you can just message someone on the fly while you're in VR, without having to go to Discord or some other form of communication.
Or open like the AFK thing and pull out that thing. And of course there's also the big one that they the little one that they sometimes have pop out, but man, it's just so hard to go
right.
Just one hand.
Right.
It's like I'm used to being able to type with my fingers.
And then the only time you could ever message someone is if you're like requesting an invite, or if they're requesting an invite or sending you an invite. I mean, I feel like that kind of sucks. Like I wish you could do a little bit more than that for messaging, but I guess it'll have to do for now.
Wait, no, this one's at one bar. Damn it! Where the hell is my?
Sheesh.
Eh.
Oh, you good?
Yep, just gotta get over. I may have to just stand up for the rest of this.
Oh, no worries. It's all good. Well, oh, because that's right, because your cords are pretty short, so you have to be pretty close to where they're at.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stand here. It'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
But actually, what I'll do is I will just like there.
Oh, there you go.
I will just face through the seat. It's fine.
So, how you liking the seat down there?
Oh, it's great. I didn't know I could fit through such a tiny.
Yeah, I mean,
It don't make sense.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, like you've pretty much you've defied all the laws of physics, and so is my
I'm
arm.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah, there you go.
I faced through my chair. Walk through walls of superior and fly. He was much more unique than the other guys. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. No, sorry. No, keep going. I was just trying to find my base station real quick because my arm was
I
like.
used to be obsessed with Danny Phantom. Oh, Danny Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built this very strange machine. When it didn't work, his parents just quit. Then Danny took a look inside of it. It was a great big flash. Everything just changed. This molecule got all weird.
Oh my.
As you can see, I kind of watched that show a little too much.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
And then I loved that one. And then I loved American Dragon Jake Long.
Nice. Oh, there you go.
There you go. My body was being weird. I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, that happens. But anyways, let me see. So hopefully Onyx is doing well. Also, what the fuck is going on with my tracking right now? Is it like it's my left hand? It's like twitching.
Who knows?
Because here.
Like I was having hip issues and leg issues the last time I was on. So
yeah. Who knows? Let me see. My right hand doing that? No,
like
right hand's
my hip
fine.
was going that way, and then my hip was going that way, and at one point it looked like I was doing pelvic thrusts.
Like pelvic thrust.
And then there was times when like my whole body was just in the ground, and I looked like a pretzel.
Oh. Yeah, I know sometimes like when you hop into a chair, it happens.
I just unplugged it. It was more like I was a crab. Like my arms would not go any higher than like this and stuff, and it's just like then my head's down here, and it's just like, come on, guys, nothing's fixing. I gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm here in court. My cord's undone.
Bruh.
Okay, I'm grabbing the wrong cord.
Big bro moment there. Let me see. Oh man. Get that out of the way. Cool. Also, Raven has redeemed Hydrate, and Katie has redeemed Stretch. All right, cool. I'll stretch for y'all. And oh yeah, let me hydrate too.
Actually, I might as well do the same. Well, not really stretch, but get a drink as well. Where's my body's gonna look all weird.
Right. Alrighty. Shit. There we go. About to get my hydration on. Hold on, let me see. Also, hey yo, let me see. You hear this? What is going on with my track? Jesus Christ!
I messed mine up enough that I was
Yeah.
I was standing while I was sitting. Not sure how I did that one.
All right. Bon appetit. Ah, wow. Flavors changed a bit since the last time I had it.
Sorry, I hadn't moved my chair, so I just made a weird noise.
Oh, no worries. I didn't hear it. Too good. Oh man, yeah, it's been a while since I've had the little experiment that I've created for myself.
Yeah, like, earlier when I was at my dad's house, I ended up taking it's a picture, and I ended up posting it in selfies.
Oh, you did?
Of a Interstate 40 sign that said Arkansas on it. And of
Okay.
course, Turbo like asked how my dad got it. And of course there was two stories that I was told, which I'm not 100% sure which one was right. We'll go with the simple one first, which was not the first one I mentioned, it was the one that after.
Okay.
One story was it either came from our neighbor who found it in a creek somewhere. Or it was whenever so my family used to do this thing, well, my dad and actually my older sister actually also did it. Did a thing called tractor pulling. And so you take take an old lawnmower and you soup it up. Like you give it a gas pedal and everything, and give it weights, make it to where it can pull this trailer. And it's to see how far this trailer can go. Um, well, he was at one of the tractor pulls one time, and I don't know if I think it was after my sister stopped doing it. But he went to it, and there was some road work happening, like we're close to it, and they ended up knocking off the sign. Well, because they had messed up the sign a little bit, they replaced it with a new one, and was just kind of left that one. Was gonna leave that one, and kind of my dad was like, "Hey, can I have that?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, here you go." So my dad got a sign.
Oh, there. Whoops. Sorry, I'm back. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's crazy. So like a whole little history there from the sign you got. Nice. So whoop. Boom. There we
And
go.
like, there's probably a lot of people that thinking he's like, "Man, that's the most Arkansas thing I've ever heard," or "That's the most Southern thing I've ever heard."
A tractor pulling. You dare tractor pulling there? I remember the
I
days.
mean, at my brother the church my brother used to go to with his his now wife,
Okay.
they were having lawnmower races.
Lawnmower
You know,
races.
of course,
Nice.
like after tractor pulling and stuff, we had a few lawnmowers that we had given gas pedals to. Well, my brother's like, I'm gonna enter in on this lawnmower race, and of course he smoked all the other ones because like ours could go a lot faster than a normal lawnmower because it was souped up.
Yeah.
My brother is now forbidden from entering in on those races if he's going
What?
to use one of those lawnmowers. It's like, no,
Bruh.
you can't race anymore. It's
It's
like that's
like no,
unfair.
he's out of the race now. You've been disqualified for having a sleeper mower.
I mean, he still won that one, but after that, they're
Yeah.
like, no. It's like, no, you can't, not with this anymore. Nope.
No, like not with this. Like you, no, like we're done. Like we want to win. Like we hate losing. We hate losing.
It's hilarious.
Nice, nice. I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun too. I'm not gonna lie. Racing with a bunch of lawnmowers. No, and were they like the ones with like just the regular steering wheels, or were they ones with like the two sticks that you would use for turning and
No,
all?
regular steering
The regular
wheels and
steering
stuff.
wheels. Oh, okay. Geez, I can only imagine when it's like racing with the ones with the two sticks. Have you ever seen those before?
Those are like the zero turns, aren't they?
Yeah, like where like you like you would shift it and then to get it to turn and all that. You seen those before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen a lot of lawnmowers, push mowers, and stuff because my dad works as a part-time thing. He works on them. for
Nice.
from in his spare time at his own place. He has his own little lawnmower business going up. And of course, like my brother used to help him work on the lawnmowers and stuff. And whenever my brother went to get his first job, the people that my dad would buy most of the parts from kind of knew my brother, and they needed a new person, and they were friends with my dad now, and they knew my brother knew what he was doing, so they're like, hey, we need a new lawnmower mechanic. Come fill out this application and come work for us. So he did, and hell, he's still working there to this day. He's like their main their head lawnmower mechanic and stuff.
Okay,
But
nice.
and of course, every time he goes to quit, they're like, hey, don't quit. We'll give you this raise. And he's like, okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's awesome. Like if he's, he must really like the job.
He likes the pay.
The pay. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
But yeah. Throughout like most of my life, I've seen my dad working on lawnmowers or my brother helping him and whatnot. So
Okay.
I know a lot about lawnmowers, unfortunately. Like not enough to fix them, luckily, because I never went out there and was like, "Hey, let me help." No.
You're mostly just like using the mowers for the most part.
For the most part, it's just like going to my neighbor's house. Hey, is your granddaughter here? Cool. Can she come hang out and play?
Racing lawnmowers and all that.
And then, like at one point, my cousin got a golf cart, and he couldn't drive it at his place. So he brought it down to my dad's house because my cousin he liked being at my dad's house too.
Yeah.
So he brought it down to my dad's house, so we were all messing around on the golf cart and stuff.
Nice. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, lawnmowers and golf carts are fun. I've definitely driven quite a few of them.
Me, like instead of like working on them and whatnot, or just hanging outside, I just stayed inside where we had a NES, a Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360. I'm like, I'm gonna stay and play video games.
Yeah. So, but if you were to learn how to fix the lawnmowers and all that, would you get into them more? Do you think?
Maybe, but at the same time, I feel like I'd end up like my brother and get us to help work on them all the time.
Oh, probably, yeah, most likely. Most likely. I mean, like the more you know, like about things, like how to do things, the more you're probably gonna be asked to do it.
Like my brother knows a lot about like vehicles and everything as well, and like so he's the first person that his friends will turn to whenever like today, one of his friends, the jack that they have for their car doesn't work very well. He said the last time they used it, it just collapsed randomly. So his friend needed to change his tire. So the first person they called was my brother. He's like, "Hey, can you help me change my tire?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. Just let me drop these old lawnmowers and tillers off at my dad's house, and I'll be there." Well, he then looks over at me because he was going to take me to go get some food and stuff, get some groceries and stuff. He's like, "Hey, how do you feel about taking a side trip to Walmart?" I'm like, sure, why not? He's like, "Let's go on an adventure."
Adventure to Wally World.
So then he's like, "Hey, can you text my friend and see where he's at there?" And he's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Okay." It's like, "Where are you located?" He's like, "Oh, well, I'm by the gas station part of it." It's like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. We'll be there in a little bit." It's like we're passing the local VFW. We'll be there maybe in like 10 minutes or so. So we got there, and my brother pulled out the jack that we brought, and just like and like he started to take off the tire and stuff, got everything loose, and then unfortunately it was stuck, so he had to take the donut and do this like weird thing where he was like taking I just hit my thing, taking the tire to beat the other tire to get it loose. And eventually he finally did. But of course that's kind of like, it's a weird motion that you have to do. He's like, I'm gonna have to look like an idiot. Just give me a second.
Oh yeah,
course,
it was like.
Of course, since we were in the Walmart parking lot, we got to deal with a bunch of idiots. Like there was this one person who exited instead of at the stop spot where you're supposed to exit at. It was in the entrance part, and he was blaring the music on his vehicle like super loud. And of course,
Okay.
the first thing my brother said, he's like, "It must suck to have a penis that small." And I'm like, I know he's an idiot. I'm like, I know what you mean. Like, person's like an idiot. He's like, nah, I should probably shut up. It's like I should be nice. It's like not mean, and I'm just like, I'm not holding back.
He's like, hey, my brother said you got a small penis.
I'm like, that person's like an idiot and stuff because I'm like, he just went out the entrance, okay?
Yeah. Oh man, and the guy's like
Whenever
automatically blasting music
exit,
too, like.
When the exit is right there next to the entrance instead of
Yeah.
and I just unplugged myself again.
Yeah, that gets annoying. I get you. You know, especially at Wally World. Oh, what just happened? It's your chargers, huh?
Hold on. I'm trying to open my menu thing, like the main thingy.
Yeah.
To check and see. Okay, they're both at 2 bars. They should be fine. But I'm taking screenshots.
Oh. Yeah.
If I press this again, is it gonna? Yep, it took another screenshot.
Yeah,
it's not opening my thing.
Okay.
Because
you know what? You know what happens? It happened to me once where, because it's weird. So they have, I think it's the menu button and the trigger that if you hit it at the same time, that it'll take a screenshot, right? Right. But sometimes I notice with the Vive ones that it'll glitch, and even if you're only hitting the menu key, it'll think that you're hitting the trigger at the same time, and it'll take a screenshot for some odd reason. I don't know why it does it. Oh.
But my hand is stuck in a fist.
Yeah, that's weird. You know.
So it must really think it's stuck in trigger. Hold on, let me see if I can. Wrong button.
Yeah.
Desktop.
See what happens. All right. Ah, shit. So
I had to do that on my PC. On my PC.
Hopefully everything's all right there on your end. After you figure out what's going on with your controllers. All right. Yeah, my arms. I don't know what's going on with them. Anyways, let's see. So nothing going on too crazy with y'all, but oh yeah. But yeah, definitely Wally World is a definitely interesting place to buy products, groceries, games, electronics, and garden supplies for some reason, and other interesting things. Oh.
I've killed myself.
Oh no. You're playing a little bit of Twister there, I see.
Yeah, I'm completely dead.
Sheesh. I don't know what's going on with why the body's doing that, but
I have a good idea.
How could this happen to me?
It's mainly because my I turned off my controllers to fix them.
Mm.
And of course, it's now one of them's going dead now again, and it paired my leg trackers.
Yeah.
My body. So give me just a second. I know how to fix this.
No worries. It's all good. Take your time. All right, but in the hoots, let's see what's going on in the chat here. Nothing much. Okay, hey yo. Oh yeah. Hopefully everyone and anyone watching this right now that's new here, I hope you all enjoying the stream tonight. Hope you enjoying this episode of the Beargunson podcast, and I hope you all will stay tuned for the next one coming through. So next weekend, I know I mentioned it earlier, I'll be going to Tennessee, going to MTAC. So it's gonna be fun.
Everything fixed for a second, but now it's not.
But yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll be doing the podcast next Sunday. I mean, I want to do the podcast next Sunday, but I'm not 100% sure if we'll even have time to do it. I'll talk to Oof when I get over there. Hopefully, we'll be able to come up with something, because it'll be kind of interesting, you know, come up with one of the episodes kind of in person. I know I wanted to do that on the first Streamcation Vacation that Turbo came up with, but I wasn't able to show up for that one. But hopefully for this year's Streamcation Vacation, I'll be able to. but I'm not 100% sure because of work for the most part. And
Okay,
yeah.
I think both of my main hands are both dying now.
Oh no. Oh,
Can't move.
there's something going
That
on.
might just be because both my controllers are like dead.
I mean, it looks like you're moving your hands right now.
I am, because one's still charging, but the other one's about to die.
Oh
god.
All right. I mean, we could probably. Let me see. How long have we been going on for? Let me double check. And we've been going on for about an hour and a half right now. So, I mean,
Okay, everything's moving again. We should be fine.
Should be fine. All right, you sure? You good? You good, fam?
Because everything stays alive.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. See what happens.
I'm just gonna stand now.
All right, cool. Let me actually. There we go.
And I don't know why I thought the trigger was stuck, but it's not. Everything's good though.
Let me see. There we go. Boom. Perfect.
I could probably sit on my floor. Let me take this hand off for a second so I can do so.
No worries. So good. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh god. There it goes.
Nice.
They're mostly good.
Cool. There you go. You kind of got it there. Hopefully your controllers will be charging too. Oops, shit! I hit something.
I know one of them's charging at
Oh,
least.
that was my control.
And I'm less likely to move my arms this way, so.
Yeah. Guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they'll be charging up. But yeah, definitely. What's it called? So for next weekend, kind of looking forward to it. I know you said you weren't able to go for this weekend. No, it would have been awesome getting to actually meet you in person. I keep hitting this damn thing. Hold on, let me move over. All right, there we go. But yeah, like it would have been awesome being able to actually finally meet you in person, and then meet Kix and like because I know Kix was planning on going originally, and then I forgot who else was planning on going.
I'm not sure if he's going to, since he's gonna try to move in with Kai and Corbin.
Right. I know he was saying that he was planning on moving, so he probably wouldn't be able to go and join us. Oh man. But yeah, so far it's gonna be like, just 4 of us now. I mean, it'll still be fun though. It's still gonna be fun. Definitely exciting. This will be my first time actually going to the East Coast. I've never actually been to the East Coast before, so definitely going to be an interesting journey there. And
yeah, I mean, if I had a working car and didn't really mind taking the 6-hour drive, I could at least drive there. But I don't have a car, and I'm not sure if I should do a 6-hour drive alone.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know like you're saying that your car was still being worked on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I know that's gonna take a while for sure. But yeah, like I'm not because you said that the damages are pretty bad too, huh?
Well, what we're gonna do is take the transmission out of the car that I have, take that transmission, put it into the car that was supposed to be the parts car because all that's really wrong with it is the transmission. So we're just gonna switch the two, and it'll be done.
Okay.
Essentially. But my brother hasn't had time to do so because it's been raining a lot, and then he also had to help my dad work on a lawnmower that he's had for 2 years. But finally he has finished it. So
nice.
And it's back to it's back to its owner. So hopefully it won't be much longer.
He's gonna race that mower.
Nah, it was just when he was fixing to
Oh, okay.
actually fix.
I can imagine like for the race, like so. How did the race end up working? Was it just like a flat track, or was it like a full on like thick lawn, and they had to turn their blades on while racing each other?
No, they didn't have to turn the blades and stuff on.
Okay.
They just they took some string and stuff and made like a circle type thing on the church in the church, because that's what they did. That was at the church, and it was just like their big lawn and stuff. So they just made their own little track and stuff.
Okay, cool. Sounds like fun though. Imagine just like going around like it's called like a go-kart race, but it's just with mowers instead. I mean, that's pretty much what go-kart engines have for the most part. They're almost like lawnmower engines. But it's crazy. I never thought about racing with lawnmowers before.
I used to have a little go-kart growing up. Like it was one that we all used and stuff. But at one point our gas pedal messed up and we could no longer use it.
Ooh.
So what we used for our gas was this little string that we had up behind us, and we just pulled the string.
Oh my god!
It was very dangerous.
Yeah. Oh man, because imagine the
the brake still worked.
I mean, that's a good thing the brake works, but imagine like you're pulling, because I know like you're probably pulling the lever on the like the carburetor somewhere on there, huh? Yeah. So
if you were freaking out and you needed to press that brake, no, since you're freaking out and you have that cord, you're gonna be still pulling that cord.
Right. I mean, I think the best option too, like especially with that, like you probably just turn the key off. You know?
That happened. Oh, no, like I don't. This one was like, oh. Jesus, dang it.
Oh.
This was a pull start.
Oh, I see. So like there wasn't like, so it was like kind of like a generator or compressor on the back, huh?
Yep.
So it wasn't like having a key ignition in the front or anything like that. I see. Well, if all else fails, brake, jump the fuck out.
Because my sister.
Oh man.
She was driving it once, and she did the whole freaking out thing, and she flipped it.
Oh jeez.
She survived though.
I mean, that's
scratches.
Yeah.
Was covered in mud, but
just
other
a few.
than that,
yeah.
Other than that, she was all good.
I mean, like, damn, it's crazy.
Trust me, I'm surprised that any of us survived growing up.
Jesus. Oh man.
Everyone else is probably like, "How did you survive?"
Yeah. The amount of crazy things that we do and get injured, like wondering, like when you look back and you're like, damn, like how am I still here?
Yeah. It unplugged itself again. I'm back here, Cord.
I remember when I was younger. I think I was like 3 at the time, and I don't remember a whole lot about it. Back when I was 3, I'm like very seldom memories of it. But there is one moment that I still remember, and I guess like I was running around, and somehow I slipped, and I fell forward and hit my forehead against the wall, and it split open a bit, and it was like bleeding out. I mean, good thing it wasn't like rapid bleeding, but it was just like a regular type of like bleed that was just kind of like oozing out and all that. And so luckily they never used stitches. They used some type of surgical glue and kind of like it plugged it up. I still have like the little scar to this day, but like that's really like the only thing I really remember like when I was around that age.
Yeah. Essentially, I have told these 3 stories multiple times. Like I'm surprised I survived as a kid, and I'm surprised I never got a concussion. And the first one is why I don't like being picked up. And everyone's like, after they hear the story, they're like, okay, that's a logical reason to not like having people pick you up. So when I was younger, I was probably about maybe 4. So my cousin was like 6 or something like that. I don't know. My cousin picked me up, put me on his shoulders. I was walking around with me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, until my cousin tripped.
Ooh.
He tripped. I face planted into a glass coffee table.
Oh, jeez. What the?
So,
bruh.
I don't like being picked up anymore.
Yeah. That's understandable.
There was another time. let's see. It was when we were helping my stepdad move. We were loading stuff in the truck, and he had the tailgate down and stuff. Well, my brother ended up tripping me, and I face planted into like the side of the tailgate in a way, like the the side of the truck where the tailgate would push
Oh,
up. So I
yeah.
face planted in it, and I was like, tell my mom what happened because my brother got in trouble, and I got out of having to help my stepdad move because apparently my eyes were dilated and whatnot or whatever. So,
Right.
and I was feeling sleepy. They're like, "Don't go to sleep." I'm like, "Okay, I'll just sit here." I don't remember much from that day, just like I don't
Yeah.
remember much from whenever I face planted on a coffee table. Well, there's another
Yeah.
time. It was in
Sheesh.
between those two times. Because I was like in kindergarten, first grade. I think it's first grade. I was playing with my friends at PE, and we were playing with balloons. Well, I was the last person who had the balloon, so I
Mm.
was gonna be the one that put it up. But they were fighting me. They wanted to put the balloon up. I'm like, no, I have it, so I'm gonna do it. Of course, I'm trying to avoid them. I end up getting tripped, and I face planted into the bleachers. I ended up dislocating my jaw, and of course, they
Shit.
never called my mom and told her that, hey, your kid got hurt.
Yeah.
No, my mom didn't realize I was hurt until she picked us up from school. And then
Damn.
she's like, she looked at me, she's like, move your jaw. And I'm like, of course, I don't remember much from the day other than whenever she asked me to move my jaw. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. And then she's like, she got out of the vehicle. And after she said, yeah, your jaw's like dislocated. She got out of the vehicle, marched
Ooh.
into the principal's office,
Oh
and
no.
chewed his ass out. He was like, needless to
Damn.
say, he became scared of my mom. Um,
I mean, damn. I mean,
and
I
then
wouldn't be surprised of that. Like dislocating your jaw at school. Like, sheesh.
like we were helping move logs at my dad's house, and at one point we decided that we were just gonna like start tossing them onto like the fire pit and whatnot.
Oh no.
So we're just throwing them and stuff, and finally, like I had made one miss the thing, so I went to grab it and put it up. Well, my brother didn't realize that I was standing that close to it. He tossed it, hit me smack dab in the head with one of the pieces of
Oh.
wood, and this one had like a knot on it. So
Oh.
it hit my head. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man. So I'm walking to my stepmom. I'm like, oh man, my head hurts. I moved my like I'm not crying or anything. I'm just saying my head hurts. I take my hand off my head to look at my hand. There was blood. Then I started crying.
Ooh.
I don't remember much from that day either.
Yeah. Man, you hit your head quite a bit.
So I did. So I'm surprised
Sheesh.
I survived.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, like when you said your pupils are dilated, because I know a lot of times too, like if there's people who hit their heads, and one sign that I've been trying to notice is that sometimes you'll see one pupil is larger than the other. Like you see one side's constricted, the other one's more dilated, and that's it's a possible sign of that something got damaged, internally in the brain, and hopefully nothing too severe. But like, I mean, luckily, like I said, you're fine now. I mean, just like damn, but like the amount
I'm
of
pretty
times you've
sure
been hit.
the more I think about it, about how many times I hit my head, the more I'm just like, huh, I wonder if this is why I have epilepsy.
I mean, that could be a possibility. I mean, it could be.
Because mine's caused by a clump of nerves on the left side of my brain, and I'm just like, I
Mhm.
wonder if this from all my head trauma.
Yeah, I mean, you've been dropped onto a glass coffee table, hitting the head by logs and all this other shit, and face planted into a truck bed tail. It's like shit. Yeah,
Let's just say I found
sheesh.
out I have a really hard head.
Yeah, like, I was wondering why you're so hard headed.
Both
No,
of
I'm
my
playing.
controllers are now blinking,
Oh
so
shit!
leg
Get those
movement.
things charged.
One of them is. Why is my leg get down? One of them is charging, but I don't have the other charger to where I can charge this one right now.
Mm. You should get one of those portable battery
Trust me,
chargers.
I remember at the beginning of this, I'm like, man, I wish I had one.
Yeah, yeah, definitely get one of those. You can probably get one at Wally World. They should have some.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me look at my thing. Oh, Ooh, actually, give me a second. I might be able to fix my problem easily.
Oh God, your leg!
Yeah, everything's about to get all messed up.
Jeez, I didn't know you're that flexible.
Oh yeah,
What the?
like very.
Yep, and that there is the Beargunson's podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed. Netflix. Just have an whole outro and everything, credits and all. Oh shit! Hit something. Oh, that was the mic arm. But anyways, how's everyone doing in the chat? Hope y'all are doing good. You can what now?
I can see again. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you said something else.
Oop, damn it.
Yeet, right?
Plug that there. Plug that there.
But
For some reason, it has me set as AFK. That's okay. It's fine.
yeah. Hey, you know what? I got a good dad joke for some of y'all out there. You want to know why women hate hooking up with pirates? It's because they can't produce enough semen. Alrighty then, how you doing there, Rose? See you're doing some stretches there. You know, got the legs stretched out, almost doing the splits. All right. Oh, there you go. You're down the bench.
I think we're good now.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Nice. So then, you had to deal with a lot of head trauma. See, you know, I think growing up, you know, we deal with a lot of injuries. You know, we face a lot of, you know, head facing challenges, but definitely, you know, glad to see you here and you're fine to this day. That's the main thing. It's like, you know what, gone through all that bullshit, but you know what, here you are, here talking to us today and capable of talking.
There we go.
Yeah, that's what she said.
One of my cords got up under my tracker since I'm sitting on my floor. And I'm like, now it's gonna unplug itself. That's gonna be great.
Nice. But yeah, definitely, you know, like the fact that we're able to talk today is, you know, pretty amazing. You know, sometimes people come out really fucked up after head traumas, you know, but yeah, glad to hear you're doing fine.
Yeah, it probably also helps that a few members in my family are nurses.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, especially when you have family that are in the medical field and have like the know-hows for like first aid or something, you know, like at least it helps there. You know, especially like with what's called Onyx case where they have a friend that's a nurse that lives there, and it's awesome. But
Let's
see here.
Why is it saying they're both charging? It should be saying they're both charging when they're both lit up like they're charging. It's just my thing is not. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, might be the cables or where you got it charging at, you know.
As long as it's lit up and says it's charging, I'm fine.
Okay. So do yours charge charge while you're using them, or do you have to, or do they just stay at one place?
Right now I'm charging them.
Okay. But have they ever gone fully charged, like when you had them plugged in and used them at the same time?
They've never been really fully charged.
Oh, really?
I mean, that little light that's on them will be a solid white, like it's supposed to be.
Right.
But whenever you go to look at the battery power on them, it'll only have 3 bars instead of 4.
So like the battery's probably going downhill with the cells in there, huh?
Most likely, but like I said, this is like an old Vive, so.
Right. And I wonder, can you change the batteries out of these, or would you have to send it in? Oh, whoops. Would you have to send it in to Vive to get the batteries replaced?
I have no idea. I'm thinking though, like I'm gonna probably ask my friend who got me into VR in the first place, who had a Vive to begin with, if his controllers still work, and if they do, can he ship them to me?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, man, that would be a good option instead of having to pay like almost $200 per controller, you know?
Yep.
Or I wonder, I mean, I don't know how good the warranty is on the Vive, like with the older ones. I mean, hopefully there's like a lifetime
Well,
warranty.
since I bought mine used, I don't think there's a warranty.
Yeah, probably not. But hey, but you never know. I mean, you can always look it up, see what they offer, and then. But you know, that's the one thing too, though, that I don't like about, or at least I don't really care for warranties much, is the fact that you have to send the product in and wait for it to come back in the mail. You know, I guess that would be my main complaint. I mean, I know. Oh, excuse me. I know for some, like for phone companies mostly, like where they'll send you the product. Like, say if you're getting a replacement, like they'll send it to you in the mail first, and then you can send the old one back to them in the packaging you got the new one in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like that. You know, at least like it gets you going from the get go instead of you having to wait for like a week or something to get the new product in.
My sisters had to do that before.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times with my phones growing up, and yeah, like it's a nice process when phone companies do it. I wish that other companies would do the same thing.
Honestly, I took the phone that I have because I cracked the back of it
Yeah.
to a phone repair company here in my town.
Okay.
And they were like, "Hey, yeah, if it like we can't fix this, and if it had been the screen, then yeah, we could have totally fixed it. But since you cracked the back of your case, nope."
What? Jeez. But what kind of phone do you have?
It's a Google Pixel 3 XL.
Oh, Pixel 3 XL. So what is it like? I have like a glass back on it or something?
Part of it is, and the other part's plastic, and somehow
Oh,
I
okay.
still ended up. So I broke the glass part, but also ended up breaking part of the plastic. They're like, "How did you do this?" And I'm like, "Well, you see, I went into I didn't have a case on it, and I went into a harps, and I dropped it."
Damn. Yeah. Honestly, like most of the phones I've had, I mean, I think the only one, I guess technically, is glass on the back is like the iPhone. I think the iPhone 7. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's metal. It just has a glossy finish to it, or at least it looks like it's just glossy.
I know like a really old iPhone that I had that doesn't even have a good battery anymore. I know it had a glass back.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I know for sure. I know there's some. I don't know if the SE had a glass back.
Click on that. I just needed to rearrange my headphones.
How could this happen to me?
Mainly because my ears are itching.
Man, probably the ancient, hair iron burn. It's creeping back in the ears, like I'm still here.
That would be terrifying.
Imagine.
It's like, you only thought I healed.
You thought, but I'm back. Oh man. Yeah.
Here's Johnny.
Just like comes out like.
Hi, leg.
What's
up?
Let me do that again. It's like zoom in. It's like oh man, it's too good.
There we go. Like, leg, fix yourself, please.
Fix yourself, leg. Like, we didn't come here for you to slack off.
Yeah, like it's like I know I'm flexible and stuff, and I can do that myself. Right. But I don't need you doing that for me.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should give you these little armor, little leg wrapping things right here. Just and then just like force it open. I actually like how this turned out. Like the armor kind of like wraps around the shoe a bit. See how like it has like almost like a bar. It kind of goes around it on the. Whoops. Let me actually probably show you on this side right there. See, like right there. Just wraps around the shoe. I think it's pretty cool. But, whew, pretty good night though. If I don't show myself. So for the Streamcation vacation, like what would you like to do when the event happens?
It all depends on where we go.
Right, but like say if like just like anything came up, like anything, like what place would you like to go to?
I know I'd either like to go to a beach or like I've mentioned this to Turbo like many times. Like it's a really cool place. It's around where I live. It's Branson, Missouri, and it has all kinds of cool stuff. It has. Oop, I did not mean to click that. There's an amusement park there that's called Silverdale City. It has an outdoor go kart thing, outdoor and indoor. There's an indoor one too, where
Okay.
you have to have a license to drive these go karts.
Okay.
Because they're gas powered and everything, and like you can't drive them unless you have a license. They're that fast and stuff.
Sheesh. Yeah.
And there goes my leg again. Oh, there we go. And like there's a Ripley's Believe It or Not building. And this is all stuff that was like there could be so much more now.
Yeah.
There is a Titanic where you got to play the parts of people in Titanic, and at the end of it all, you found out if the person that you were actually survived or not.
Oh, I've done that before. I've done one of those. I think I still have the ticket thing that we were given. I got it somewhere in one of my drawers still. Those things are awesome. I like those.
And there's like a place where you can play mini golf and whatnot. There's lots to do there. There's like something there for everybody, and it's so cool. You can even there's even like a trolley you can ride on.
Okay.
To go around the town and stuff in case you didn't want to drive or anything.
Yeah.
At least that was the last time I was there.
Okay.
But yeah, there's so much to do there, and I'd like to go there again.
Sounds awesome. I definitely would like to go to the Titanic thing again. It was fun. Like I used to have one in like a couple cities away from me, but they moved out, and like I don't know where they took it all to. I mean, hey, they probably went to where you're at. That's probably where they took it.
I don't know. That thing's been around for as long as I've pretty much been on this earth. So
yeah.
I'm 28, so.
Yeah. I mean, they probably got a few of those probably around the States, but it's kind of sad when I found out that they took it away because they had it mixed with a body exhibit. And it showed like different stages of the human anatomy, like all like different conditions, like someone who smoked, someone who had kidney stones and such, and even like the whole embryo stages and all the fetus, and showing each one. They had like different parts that are pretty much like freeze dried parts and put on display. No, that's pretty interesting.
What do you want, cat?
It's like, give me food. Give me a now.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh man, but yeah, those exhibits are always fun to go to. I wish there was a bit more of that around where I'm at, but so that's crazy. So how much does it cost to get into the exhibits over there where you're at, or around where you're at?
Honestly, I don't know because I never got to do them.
Oh, I see. Hey, definitely you should go there.
But now that I'm older and making my own money and stuff, I probably could.
Yeah, like hell yeah. I don't know the name of the exhibit, for that one you were saying, but if you look it up, see how much it is, and then that'll be interesting to go for a Streamcation vacation. See what other exhibits they have there too. So do they have a lot of different exhibits around where you're where you're at?
In Missouri, yes. In Arkansas, I have no idea. I know where I live in Arkansas. All we have to do around where I live is a bookstore, a bowling alley that now has a bar,
nice.
a movie theater, a roller rink, and an escape room.
Ooh, escape rooms, huh?
Yeah, and they just recently added the escape room, and I want to go do it because I didn't even know about it till today.
Yeah. Yo, that would be awesome. Going to an escape room. I've never been to one. I don't even think in VRChat I've ever been to one. I mean, I don't know. I guess the back room would technically be considered an escape room, right? Kinda. But
I've done that one.
Yeah, escape room's fun. Yeah, I wish that they put the monster in there to make it a little bit more suspenseful.
There was one part in that one that the monster was there that chasing you.
Oh, in the VRChat one?
Mhm.
Oh.
Only one part.
Oh, okay. So you have to find it, huh?
I never saw it, and it was local. I knew that much.
Oh, that sucks.
I did it with Pistachio and like I think one other person.
Yeah.
And Pistachio knew what she was doing. I had no idea because I hadn't made it past one part when I was doing it with Python. But me and her, and this other person here, I can't remember who it was. And if they're watching, I'm sorry. I'm bad with people. Okay, I'm bad with names. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But we did it and we finished it and stuff. And I'm like, that was I was expecting more.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I know there's a part in the world like where you go to. I think you have to get past the sewer areas and then and from there you would there's like a little like looks like a parking garage almost. What the fuck? What why is my controller losing track? All right, sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, so there's like a parking lot structure area, and there's a sign there saying that under construction, and thank you for the support and all that. It'll be done. I forgot when it was supposed to be done, but yeah, like so they're adding more to it. I'm hoping that one of the things that the developer of that world will add is NPCs that come after you, and because you know how there's certain parts where you'll just randomly teleport, and yeah, so like it would be kind of cool if like say the monster comes at you and just like comes like right up to your face, and then you teleport at random. Like that would be kind of cool. And then there's certain points where it just follows you, and then the suspenseful music starts playing in the background, and then it just like so you're just running, you know. Like that would...
the haunted asylum technically be an escape room because you're
haunted asylum
keys.
Yeah,
you have to grab keys and stuff and run from this like that monster that can actually kill you if you're not careful.
Right. I mean, I guess yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess it could be considered an escape room.
Eventually, because you have to get all those keys, unlock all the doors, get the axe, and turn on the power and open up the elevator just to.
Yeah.
Just to get out, and all while avoiding a monster.
For sure. I mean, it's all right. I mean, haunted asylum. I mean, did they ever add more to it? Because I remember the last time.
I don't think so.
No.
They made it crest compatible.
Okay, I mean, I guess it's cool.
Nah, but like the one like spoopy map that I loved the most, sadly it's PC only, was like Uncharted Destinations or Unshattered Destinations or something like that. It was great. It had 4 chapters and everything. It was
nice.
It was fantastic. I did it with Turbo.
Okay, I think I've been there before. But oh yeah, also Raven says, y'all gonna hang on VRC? Yeah, so after the podcast is over, we're gonna hang out on VRC for a bit and do whatever.
Hopefully my
yeah. I mean, all my stuff is like around 50%, so I should be fine. But yeah, spoopy maps are awesome to go over. And for those that are new to this and maybe are unaware of VR chat, definitely, if you ever want to tag along in VR chat, check out the spoopy maps.
Play. My butt is starting to hurt.
Oh dear.
My floor is not soft.
Mine's not soft either, but I got a chair, so.
Well, I gotta be careful where I go because I'm charging.
True that. Well, I guess it's a good time to end the podcast. We got a good 2 hours in. What would you say? Whoops.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, there's only 2 of us, so there's only so much that we can talk about.
I mean, we could go on forever if we wanted to.
And then I'm dying, so.
Yeah. Well, anyways, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the Beargunson's podcast, episode 40. And hope y'all enjoyed Rose and I's little discussion here. Let me see.
Like they say in Free Guy, don't have a good day, have a great day.
Yes, exactly. Have a great day. And yes, like always, don't forget to support the content creators involved with this. And I'll put the links below if any. And also, the
Trying to get behind.
so for the 41st episode, I will try to see if I can do a live in-person podcast with Oof and a couple of her friends that are joining along in MTAC, and hopefully things will work out. If not, I'll just be recording some parts of MTAC, taking pictures and put it on my YouTube channel, or try to live stream it if I can, because I know that you can live stream on the phone with Twitch. So I'm gonna test it out, see how that works. Hopefully things will work out, and yeah, go on from there. Anywho's, 39th episode. I have not uploaded that yet on my YouTube channel. I will do that. What I'll do is I'll try to get that finished tonight for episode 39. Get the description and all that added in, thumbnail. I'll throw it out there for you guys to watch, and then episode 40 will be premiered next Sunday while I'm at MTAC, so that y'all will still have some content if I'm not able to post or stream anything on the weekend for this coming up weekend. But yeah, anyways, like always, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the Beargunson's podcast, and like always, take care, baba booey, and like always, wah wee wah, deuces. Take care, have a good night, and have a good rest of your weekend. See y'all laters. Woo!